What's going on, y'all? It's Lodge Logs. Today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be giving you guys a total of 4 NBA player props I love on the board for this January 6th NBA slate. Love the board. There's a lot of good matchups. So again, we're going to be giving you guys a player of the day and 3 other player props. And I hope you guys told yesterday's video. We went 3 out of 3. Our player of the day smacked out, and then our other 2 went crazy. I put in $25 on that play, won $125. So hopefully you guys benefited off that play as well. So again, that was a nice little cash out. We gave you guys a player of the day, Jason Tatum, over that 35.5 points rebounds. He barely went over at 36. It also got bumped down to 35 even, so even if you guys took it like right there, you still got better value. But either way, it did cash out. And then our other 2 players smacked out easily. Alex Sarr, his line was at 15.5. He had 21. And then Carlton Carrington, his line was at 12.5, and he ended up with 20. So again, the other 2 ones cashed out easily. And then again, our player of the day also did smack out. So if you guys took anything from that video, it did smack out. So let me know if you guys did down below in the comments. And before we get into the picks today, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. It's been the word of me. Going to be around in all season, trying to give you guys the best content, the best value, and the best breakdowns that I could give you guys on this prize picks board. Now, we had a little cold streak there, I'm not gonna lie. But again, yesterday's video went 3 out of 3. Hopefully we keep this little run going. And again, we got a lot of NBA season left. So if you guys are a fan of basketball and want to stay tuned with me, my channel, my content, make sure to post notifications on down below. And if you guys haven't joined already, we got a free Discord link in the description of this video will be down there for you guys to join. If you guys haven't joined already, that's just where we will be posting our player of the days and other player props. So again, completely free, just announcements and everything going down there below as well. So if you guys want to join, link will be down there. And then again, I've been meaning to upload some college basketball props. Now, the thing is, I typically give you guys my videos the night before. I don't like to do the videos like the day of the plays. So college basketball, they don't really typically upload it like unless it's like a couple hours before. But with towards like the end of the season, those props will be coming up like a lot more earlier. So again, whenever they start doing that, we will definitely be giving you guys some college basketball videos. We went crazy last year during March Madness. If you guys were here and are still with me, you guys could vouch for me down in the comments. But enough talking, been yapping for a little bit. We're gonna hop right into player props that love on the board. As you guys can see, pretty solid slate. And with that being said, our player of the day on today's video is gonna be Victor Wembanyama over his points and assists line at 31.5. Love this line right here at 31.5. Obviously, you can score this with just his points alone. In his last 10 games, he's had multiple games where he's done that. In his last 10 games, he's been seeing 6.6 potential assists, 35 minutes, and taking 21.3 shot attempts, shooting around 50%, which is insane value right there, especially for the line only being at 31.5. I feel like this one should get bumped up. Love this matchup against the Chicago Bulls. I feel like this should be a very nice, evenly matched game. As you guys can see, if we look at them ranked against opposing power forwards, which Victor Wembanyama does play, they're ranked 30th and 27th in points and assists allowed. That's insane value, especially for a guy like Wemby being ranked 30th. That's damn near last. I believe it is last in points allowed, giving around 26.5 a game and 5.1 potential assists. So again, the value is going to be there for his position. Wemby's just been taking an insane amount of shots, 20 plus a game. And again, if he's shooting 50%, I believe she had an easy time being able to score against a team like the Chicago Bulls, who are very weak defensively against his position specifically and overall in general. As you guys can see, 29th and 28th ranked in points and assists allowed. So majority of the offense, I believe, should be coming for Wemby. He should have an easier time compared to recent matchups. And I love this line for him down below. Little insight, Victor Wembanyama has exceeded 31.5 points and assists in 4 of his last 5 games versus bottom 10 defenses for points allowed, averaging 35.4. So again, against teams like the Chicago Bulls, defensively, he's been averaging 35 plus, and his line is only at 31. So again, that's also extra value on top of that play. And he also has a decent resume, or actually not decent resume, but these games were from last season. Obviously, he wasn't playing as many minutes, only 22 and 31 minutes. Wasn't taking nearly as many shots, only 8 shot attempts, 20 right here, and then 6 and 7 potential assists. So again, obviously, last year at the beginning of the season especially, he really wasn't seeing that much work and all that good stuff. But if we look at him compared to this season, I feel like it doesn't do him justice compared to what he's been seeing recently. His workload has just been significant, especially the last 10 games. And again, this matchup is perfect for him in my opinion. And against teams like this all season, he's been eating. So I believe Victor Wembanyama should have another good game against these guys, and I believe this points and assists line is pretty low in my opinion. So with that being said, my player of the day in today's video is Wembanyama over this points and assists line. 31.5 for this Monday, January 6th NBA slate. So if you guys didn't take anything from my video, I'd recommend the player of the days. And in that case, we're rocking with him right here on this prop. With the second player in today's video, we're actually going to be rocking with 3 players from the Spurs and Bulls games. Love this matchup. I believe there should be a lot of offense to be scored. Both these teams aren't the best defensively. So again, that should equal a lot of offense. I really like this Josh Giddey line at 13.5 on his rebounds and assist combination play. As you guys can see, his last 10 games, he's been going crazy on covering this line, 70%, 7 out of 10. Now, I don't like to look at the last 5 games and call it a day, obviously, but there's also very good insights and other stats on top of this, especially for the matchup against the Spurs. As you guys can see, last 10 games, he's been seeing a potential of 10 and 13 rebound chances a game. Combined 13 total. His line is at 23 total. His line is at 13.5. So again, he's been seeing 10 over his actual line. 10 minutes has been there. As you guys can see, he's been averaging around like 30 minutes a game whenever it is a close game. And a little insight down below, which is my favorite part of this play. Giddey has exceeded 13.5 points. Rebounds and assists in 11 of his last 12 games at home, averaging 17.2. So again, in 12 games at home, he's averaging that much, which is 4 over his original line. Again, I feel like the value on there is pretty solid. And if we look at the matchup against the San Antonio Spurs, as you guys can see, the position-wise, which Josh Giddey does play, shooting guard, they're ranked 27th and 22nd in rebounds and assists allowed, giving around 8.7 a game and 6.5 a game. So again, that's insane value, especially for a guy like Giddey, just with the performances he's been putting up recently. And again, at home, he's been averaging 17 plus, and he has this type of matchup right here. I feel like this one's also a no-brainer. Now, his last head-to-head games really doesn't do him justice. As you guys can see, this was when he was on OKC, so it's like a total different stat line right here. His minutes were completely different. The roles were completely different. So these 4 games, you could just scratch them. And then this was when he was first on the Chicago Bulls, kind of new to the team and whatnot. He didn't get that many minutes, only 24 minutes. Obviously, his role in the last 10 games have been up significantly. Again, 30 minutes. 10 and 13 rebound chances and assists, potential assists right there. So I feel like this is a very good game that he could go crazy. And Josh Giddey, he's been doing anything at home, averaging 4 over his original line, and I expect him to go out there and do it again. So Josh Giddey over this rebounds and assist line at 13.5 is my second player on today's video. With the third player on today's video, we're actually rocking with Harrison Barnes, another Spurs player, over his PRA line at 15.5. Love this line for him. Now I know he had a little stretch right here where he didn't even come close to this line. Nice little 5-game stretch. Now, he really wasn't getting minutes in these. I believe he came back from something, or I don't even know what's going on right here. But 18, 22, 20, and 17, obviously, he wasn't getting much minutes. Now, if we look at, he's been seeing an upward slope in recent games, again, which I love to see right here. 22, 37, 25, 31, 32. So again, it has been sloping upward, and this matchup against the Chicago Bulls is a perfect one for him. If we look at opposing defense against small forwards, which he does play, they get 18, 7, and 4 game. Now, again, his workload has been going up recently. Even if we look at his shot attempts taken, it went from all the way 3, 7, 9, 9, 9, 10, and 14. Every single game has got up since this little low point. So again, that's honestly what we love to see. So in the last 10 games, he's been taking a total of 8.2 shot attempts, 4 potential rebound chances, and 3 potential assists. If we look at the last 5 games alone, specifically what she's been doing crazy in, 10, 6, and 2.6. So again, the value, especially for his line only being at 15.5, and he's taking that much volume, I believe this one should be a solid line for him. And then inside down below, Harrison Barnes has exceeded 50.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 9 of his last 11 games. For bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed, averaging 22.1 against teams similar to the Chicago Bulls. Now, if he's averaging 7 over this actual line that he has right here in 11 games, again, against teams defensively, similar to the Bulls, again, I feel like this one's a no-brainer. If you're averaging that much over and that much margin of games, again, that's a very good insight that we love to see. And again, this little head-to-head, I feel like this is also irrelevant. This is when he didn't play much. He had 22 minutes, 24 minutes, and then this was all the way when he was on a different team, both these games. So again, the head-to-heads don't really mean nothing in this type of situation right here. But he's been pretty solid on the Spurs, as you guys can see, whenever he gets his minutes and whatnot, and is involved in with the offense, which we've been seeing a lot more recently, especially in the last 5 games. He typically goes over this line and can go well over. Now, he's only gone over this line 50% of the time, and 11 of the 17 games that he's gone over so far this season have been against teams that are ranked bottom 10 in rebounds allowed. And again, that is a lot of margin of the games he's gone over this one. So again, I feel like that's a very good insight. A team like the Chicago Bulls that are almost damn near last in every single category in points, rebounds, and assists allowed, I feel like this one should be a very good game for him to go over just based off of that insight and his recency that he's been going crazy with. As you guys can see, just super consistent. Had really hot games right here, 29 and 26. I feel like this is another type of situation where he could have them, and these were both against very solid defensive teams with the Minnesota Timberwolves and Denver Nuggets. So again, I feel like this one is also a very good line. So Barnes is my third player that we give you guys on today's video over that 15.5 PRA right here. And then with the last player in today's video, we're actually looking at the Minnesota Timberwolves game. Clippers, love this Jayden McDaniels play over his PRA line at 15.5 as well. I feel like this is a very good matchup. Obviously, Clippers surprisingly have a pretty solid defense so far this season. As you guys can see, ranked 4th, 5th, and 8th in PRA allowed, giving around 107, 42, and 25 in general. If we look at the power forward position specifically, which he does play, I would more likely consider him a small forward, though, just the way he plays offensively. They're ranked 23rd, and 11th in PRA, allowed to get around 22, 8, and 3.6 a game. So again, that is very good value for Jayden McDaniels to produce some offense in. Now, if we look at his last couple games, as you guys can see so far in the season, he's gone over this line 53% of the time. If we look at his head-to-heads against these guys, these were all from last season. All these ones right here, these last 4 games. So far, the ones that we've seen recently this season, he had 19 and 16 in both these matchups, which you love to see. He saw 25 minutes in both these games and took a total of 6 and 9 shot attempts, 5 and 7 rebound chances, and then 4 and 3 potential assists right there. So again, I feel like the value's there, especially with the line only being that low. And then a little insight down below, McDaniels has exceeded 15.5 PRA in 5 straight games at home, averaging 23 PRA. So again, that is 8 over his actual line in 5 straight games. Now he's going against a Clippers team that is very weak defensively towards his position, and I feel like this one is also a no-brainer. Again, just based off the insight down below alone, I feel like this one is also a very good play, and I expect McDaniels to go crazy. He's been pretty consistent recently as well. As you guys can see on the games he does hook, it's against a good team like the OKC Thunder. And then Detroit, they just had a struggling matchup against these guys. So didn't really take any shot attempts at all. Only 6 shot attempts when he's been averaging 9. So obviously he's not going to hit this play. But as long as he gets the shots up, I believe this should be a very good game where McDaniels does play. And he typically does whenever he is at home recently. So we're going to be rocking with that 15.5 PRA right here for McDaniels. And that is my last player on today's video. So these are my 4 players I'm rocking with for this Monday, January 6th NBA slate. Again, love all these ones. I gave you guys my player of the day. You guys can mix and match these ones however you guys want. You guys do not have to tell straight up. You guys could use whichever information and breakdowns I gave you guys on the players and just use them to whatever you guys believe is best for your own benefit. I'm not forcing you guys to tell all these ones, but you guys can if you want to. Again, yesterday's video went 3 out of 3. I told you all my favorite ones, and with that being said, Wembanyama, player of the day, 31.5 points and assists. Second player, Josh Giddey, over that 13.5 rebounds and assists. Third player, Harrison Barnes, over that 15.5 PRA. And then lastly, Jayden McDaniels, over that 15.5 PRA as well. So these are my 4 players that I like on the board. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys on today's video. Again, please drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. It would just really help me out, continue to grow my channel, trying to give you guys the best content, the best values, and the best breakdowns on this prize picks game. And just get the better overall edge, which we are all trying to do here, and try and win some money together, which I'm trying to help you guys out with as well. So with that being said, that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.